Hello everyone, Hawky here, back with another Sword of Convallaria video. So in today's video, we'll go through the December update with all the new characters that have come in for the CN and Taiwanese version, and we might do an update of all the other characters as well and see if any of the tiers really changed that much. So first that came out is the Meteor team. It's 2 units riding a pig, essentially. It's like the Team Rocket, the clown of the show. I'll put it in tier 1 here. So basically, what they do is they have like high movement, bit of tankiness, and they have like super long range charge and knockback. But the main issue with that team is, or the unit, I keep calling it the team because like the translation is like shooting star or meteor team. Um, it struggles against height. So if there is like steps or cliffs or um, like valleys, they need everything on a flat ground. So I think that's all I can do to really explain the details of the Meteor team. They're kind of like a joke. Next up, we have Luffy. He's finally here. He's so awesome. He's really strong. He has the double. He's both area and Union, so can gain advantages from those buffs. Does a lot of dot damage, and he's just really outstanding. He's like the new Sophia of the Seeker class. And the last unit that came out, I haven't got an actual proper picture for this one. I just copy it from in-game. But she is an amazing defender. I'll put her in tier 0.5 here. She does amazing tankiness, amazing damage with counter attacks and a bit of healing. It's a bit like what Coco sort of wants to do, but she does extra damage. But I don't think she's at the level of Coco. That's why we'll put it at tier 0.5. And now for adjusting some of the characters. I think Flavia does drop down to around tier 1 here. She does have a lot in her kit, but most of it is like buffing up her flower and doing the terrain, and she feels hard to use because all her skills, they're like actual skills. They're not instant, so at the moment there is like a lot of priority on like doing a lot of instances as a support, and she just doesn't do enough to really be at that top tier of meta. Layla, I think around the same. All these haven't really changed at all. I think even with the rank 13 skills that they're getting, it wouldn't really change them that much for the skills. For breakers, Home and August are still very top tier. I would say I'm thinking of moving Levita and Pamina. Oops, Levita and Pamina. We might want to sort of move them up a bit. I think they've really gotten better here with the current meta. Because without Towerversity, the current modes are like, Universal Derivation. There's that rank 13 farming mode, which goes up to level 200, and it's compared to Towerversity, it's more like mob based. There's a lot of elites, a lot of mobs that you have to deal with, and it's not about like everyone DPSing down the boss, which does really make Levita and Pamina shine a lot more in the new meta. But keep in mind, Pamina being here, we do need to have her signature. So that's the Astral Gear that will be coming out most likely either later this month or February. But we've been saving up on our Astral currency, right? Or even the cornucopia fruit. So chances are we'll be getting Pamina's spear as well. And I'm tempted to move Cole down, but then actually we'll move Hudson down and move Cole down because I think Cole's utility and everything has sort of dropped. The enemies are getting even more harder to beat, even with the shields and everything. It's just really really tough for Cole these days. For watchers, I think Inanna has is done. Like she's basically, we only really use her for the act again, and the main reason for using her with all the act again was that in Towerversity, like those sort of content where you need to DPS really really fast, she does really make a difference and uh, output that extra DPS. But now she doesn't seem that much use, especially in like general content as well. Like mostly I've been taking like Coco, and Agatha has been shining pretty good, but I don't think she's at that tier 0 tier either. I think these ones are pretty fair. And I think for Lily and Simona, they're sort of done as well. So we'll move them down here to tier 2. Miguel, Samantha. I think Samantha, Miguel. Yeah, we'll just keep them there. And for destroyers, Tristan and Kavare, they're pretty high. Akambe is good where he is. I think Beryl has dropped, and so has Dantalion, so I'll move them down here. Momo is still pretty solid. Keep Momo and Beryl here together. For Karis, she did see some uses, but like outside of that universal derivation stages, I don't really see much use out of her. So we're just going to keep it like that for them. And let me think if there's any other changes we need to do. We might want to bump like SP Sophia to tier 0. I think she is still really good at what she does, so we'll keep them up there. And yeah, these guys will just remain here. I think I'm fairly happy with how I've ranked the current characters. I mean, it all really depends on how the revamped Towerversity would work out, but with all the current content, I think this is a fair representation of how all the characters are ranked with each other. And yeah, tier 0 are more like the sort of must pull sort of characters. So yeah, we'll be getting Tristan coming up, SP Sophia, and then Kavare with the 3.0. We have Agatha, who's about to leave, and SP Rawia, who's about to come through, but I don't think they are must pull, so we have them at 0.5. We've got Layla and Pamina there, still pretty decent. Shakalulu's yet to come out as well. Oh, and we don't forget about Kia. Yeah, I think she's probably still. I think if we get Kia 5-star, I think she might be like tier 1, but yeah, I think it's just not worth it. Not worth 5-starring a lot of characters these days. We have limited units in our shard farming team. At the moment, I'm farming Agatha and Karis for PvP and Homer as well. Got like Sophia, Coco pretty high. August, I'll just leave him at 4-star. Gloria, I'll leave her at 4-star as well. And yeah, I'll get SP Rawia and put her on the 5-star train and see how we go from there. Alright, I'll put the link of this in my description below as well. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.